What is up, guys? It's Cartman here, and you're watching WGS-TV.
Hello everyone, you have warped your way into another episode of WGS-TV right here on youtube.com/WrestleGamer. I'm the WrestleGamer Double Beat individual guys and gals. I do apologize for the Raw review going up late as it is. Normally I have it up on Tuesdays. Today is Wednesday, and I do apologize for that. There's been some unexpected delays, but I'm trying to stay consistent. I'm trying to get back onto that schedule I was on for you guys. Let's just say it's been a very hectic week so far, but that's really not an excuse per se. I just figured I would let you guys in on what's going on. I gotta say this though, Facebook page has been really picking up. It's over 8,000 likes now. And by the way, if any of you guys are watching this on the Facebook page right now, thank you very much for liking up the page and whatnot. But again, one of the key things that I always like to stress when it comes to the Facebook page and YouTube for that matter is interactivity. I can't really talk to you guys if you guys don't talk back. And basically, I don't like having one-way conversations in a sense. So whenever I cover anything when it comes to the wrestling shows like Raw, NXT, SmackDown, anything like that, I always throw it to you guys to give me your scores and reviews, and it just hasn't come back my way, but I'm not going to give up on you guys. So let's go ahead and get to Monday Night Raw. The opening segment with Seth Rollins giving Kane and J&J security gifts. I gotta say this though, it had the feel of a 70s game show. You even heard the cheesy, corny game show music when Rollins was giving out the gifts and whatnot to kind of suck up to Kane and J&J, and that's pretty much the way you see it. There was an unusual amount of attention paid to the Cadillac. That was a beautiful car, by the way, and as we welcome in James from the Big Easy. James, one thing I was saying is when we were looking at the opening segment of Monday Night Raw with Rollins and the cheesy game show music style that they had during the opening promo, and there's a lot of noise in your background. I don't know if there's anybody in there with you.
I'm driving to work. So.
Oh, you're driving to work. Well, don't crash on my account. James, one thing I wanted to bring up with you, there was a lot of, undue attention paid to the Cadillac. But that was a beautiful car, by the way. But there was a lot of, unnecessary attention. And it kind of gave us the impression that something was going to happen to that Cadillac.
Well, really, I thought something was going to happen to the Cadillac, but after watching the show, I think something will happen to it, but it's not going to be this. It wasn't this week. It's going to be might be next week. Also, I'm not going to be on for that long on this review. I will. There's a review up I put on the Facebook page.
Yeah, I'm a day late with doing my official review, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this one. Big Show and Mark Henry will be in the opening match. Really, not much to say about that one. It's a match that nearly put me to sleep. Big Show would hit the KO punch on Mark Henry for to pick up the win. The Miz would be on commentary, really trying to sell up the Triple Threat Intercontinental title match that I kind of figured was going to happen at Battlegrounds, and you'd kind of do a hit and run on Ryback, who was out there to get some of Big Show, and which would lead to Ryback and the Miz. Again, really nothing special to say about this, and we kind of thought what was going to happen would happen, and it did. Miz would take the typical heel cowardly runaway count out, and we would save up for the actual match at Battlegrounds. But I'm going to let you talk a little bit about this one next, James, since you are the Divas expert. A lot of people have been wondering, just who will they bring up to kind of back up Paige against the Bellas and Alicia Fox. And in my mind, James, they had a perfect opportunity to do it during this match, but they just didn't capitalize on it.
Well, the thing is that you think about it also, Paige is a judge on Tough Enough. So basically, right now, I think this is a rush storyline because Paige, you don't see Paige on like any of the things because she's go straight down to Florida on during like the SmackDown taping, so you won't see her on like the SmackDown and stuff. So, and she is gonna be in Japan, but I just think that right now this storyline is just confused. It confuses the hell out of me right now.
I think it's confusing a lot of people.
And this is one of my 5 points of emphasis I put on the review, that this storyline confuses the hell out of me.
Well, like I said, go ahead.
I don't know what they're doing. They might have somebody help Paige, but right now it's going to be hard with the fact that, as I said, Paige is the judge for Tough Enough.
The United States Championship Open Challenge match, John Cena taking on what we had first believed to be Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens would get on the mic and say, "No, I'm going to wait till Battlegrounds, but this guy's going to be your opponent," and it's Cesaro. And one thing that was reported, I believe it was on eWrestlingNews.com, that there was a brief moment where the entire screen had to be censored because USA believed that Cesaro was flipping off John Cena when instead they were doing the whole brass ring gesture. I guess that was something that he and Tyson Kidd were doing, and USA thought it was the middle finger, so they censored it. I never saw that during that match, so I really can't say for certain that actually happened. But with Kevin Owens interfering, I was actually not shocked by that because I kind of figured they would play that route so that way they can keep the matchup between Owens and Cena for the United States Championship. You know, it would kind of wouldn't make any sense in my mind, James, for them to drop the title and put it on Cesaro when they've been building up a match between Cena and Owens for the title.
That's true, really. And anytime Cena does an open challenge, you obviously know Cena is going to win. I was kind of surprised that most of the match, Cesaro was dominating Cena, and to the point where Owens had to disqualifying Cesaro because of the fact he attacked him, and it brings up the interesting notes. But at the same time, you need Cena to keep the title. Now, it also brings up the question. Will anything play into the factor that, remember, Owens defends his title on the 4th of July in Japan against Finn Balor, which you can see on the WWE Network. If you haven't subscribed yet, it gets free for the first month for you.
Yeah, but I think a lot of fans need to realize that if they want to tune in live, they have to get up about 5:30 in the morning.
I'm not waking up that early.
Neither am I.
I'll watch it. I watch it after I get off of work.
Same here. The Lucha Dragons and the Primetime Players take on New Day and Bo Dallas. Nothing different from what they did on SmackDown. Holy. Titus would hit the Clash with the Titus on Kofi Kingston to pick up. Go ahead.
We needed The Rock to come in for this one.
Why?
Because of what happened on Saturday with the Rock bottom Bo Dallas at a house show. See another right. Rock bottom.
All right, I'm not worried about this one. It's a telemarketer call. I'm not even going to bother answering that. Dolph Ziggler and Lana would kind of go public with what they've been doing in their storyline, and that would bring out Rusev and Summer Rae, which there are two things I'm going to take away from this segment, James. Is the fact that Lana's hair was down, which she's much hotter with like that. And two, there was a cat fight between Lana and Summer Rae.
In the words of Joey Styles, cat fight! Cat fight!
That's all you need to know, guys. That's all you need to know. Neville would take on Sheamus in a pretty good match. Sheamus would hit the bro kick on Neville to pick up the win. And again, I asked this question, James. How long will we refer to Neville as the new sensation? in WWE? I mean, will it have to be a year? Will have to go by before they stop referring to him as the new sensation?
I think it gotta be a year because really he's still kind of still fresh. I mean, yeah, he debuted after WrestleMania, but at the same time, he's one of the superstars. Is like from the NXT where you will be surprised of what he can do. His style is, unique.
Any thoughts on the comic book?
It'd be very interesting if they actually made one of him.
Yeah, definitely. King Barrett and Jack Swagger. I feel so bad for Jack Swagger. I mean, he was on a high, and I don't mean from Zip Culture's beard. And he was just really fallen far from grace in WWE. Where
I'm just gonna say this: really, without Coulter, he really has nothing for him.
Yeah.
So.
Then again, what has King Barrett done ever since he became King of the Ring? Absolutely nothing. The main event for this week's Monday Night Raw is a no disqualification tag team match. Kane and Seth Rollins taking on Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. Was anybody out there not shocked to see Bray Wyatt go out there and attack Roman Reigns and essentially cost them the match? I wasn't shocked.
I hear crickets. Nobody shocked. Nobody wasn't shocked.
I mean,
nobody was shocked.
Man, Ray Stevens probably saw that coming. I'm trying to think of anybody else who's completely, utterly blind who could see that coming. Stevie Wonder.
Yeah. Ray Charles.
Yeah, Ray Charles. The way they played it out is Kane would chokeslam Ambrose, and then Rollins would hit a much better version of the pedigree than what he did on Brock Lesnar a couple of weeks ago, which was a complete utter piece of garbage. Kane and Seth Rollins would pick up the win, and then after all that, we'd have pre-match activity where the Authority would start ganging up on Roman Reigns.
Post-match.
Yeah, post-match, which would lead to the Authority doing the power bomb through a table to Roman Reigns. Now, if at all, that would bring that into a storyline involving either Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt, or Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar, still remains to be seen, because I still don't understand the utter significance of the usage of the table, other than the fact that Dean Ambrose brought it out. But anyway, I'm going to hurry up and wrap this up because I'm being yelled at right now. Very quickly, my overall score for Monday Night Raw was a 3 out of 5. Anyway, 3 out of 5 for Monday Night Raw. Kind of a dull show. Best match, John Cena and Cesaro. Worst match, got to go King Barrett and Jack Swagger on that. Again, because I feel so bad for where they've taken Swagger and whatnot. So anyway, guys and gals, I'm going to go ahead and quickly wrap this up. Be sure you check out the videos in the annotations at the end of this one. The links will be in the description box below. So with that being said, for James and Big Easy, I'm the Wrestle Gamer, saying we'll see you at the next Warp Zone. It might be on the precipice of that. See, kids.
Come on! Jesus!